Hello, everybody. I am here. Thank you for joining me. It's been a while. It has definitely been a while. I am here. I am. I'm here. I'm just gonna say I'm here. I'm actually. I don't even know where to start, but I know it's been at least um, a month, maybe longer. I think it's been a little longer because it was just all kinds of stuff going on since the last time I've gone live. But I'm going to get started with the wine. I have a champagne, actually, a rosé, and this one is 12% alcohol. So kind of excited for that. And yeah, let's get this going. I'm seeing stuff. I'm like, what's going on? Ooh, of course. Look at those bubbles. I'm going to get a napkin real quick because I totally just spilled. If you are here, just say hi in the comments so I know that you are here because it doesn't tell me, who's here. Again, I am live, so I do see it in real time when you guys are making or commenting, I should say. So let's go ahead. It smells amazing. Tastes amazing too. Hey, Sade. Okay, that's actually really pretty good. Um, tonight's gonna be a little different. I am segueing back into things after being gone for some time. Uh, let me go ahead and get comfortable real quick. I normally try and keep things a little more lighthearted, but life has been truly lifing lately, and it just hasn't been like the best time for my family and I. A month ago, um, we went through an illegal eviction. I can't give too many details, but um, it was definitely an eye opening and humbling experience. Oh, I guess I cut my finger because it's bleeding. Who would have thought? Let's add that to the list of things I need to drink for. But we went through an illegal eviction, and hi. Oh my gosh, hi. Oh my gosh, you guys are here with me in the flesh. I cut my finger. I'm drinking a rosé champagne. So I don't know how I cut my finger, but it was bleeding. Still hurts a little bit. I guess I opening the champagne, but that's interesting. Oh, it's pretty deep in there. No clue. Jesus Christ. But oh well, life goes on, keep going. It was definitely a humbling situation because like I said, it was unexpected. Thank you so much. We are still navigating through this process because right, I definitely need to be careful. I have no clue how I did that. um like I said, it was a humbling experience because you're going through life, things are great, and then the next thing you know, you're kind of being knocked down. And the way it happened was just so, is this really happening? Am I living real life right now? And to have to continue day after day knowing what you're going through, but smiling and still living life. Like, I still have to take care of my son. I still have to go to work. I still have to show up every day with uncertainty. And there are moments that it's not easy. But like I said, it was about a month ago, on my birthday, actually, that all of this happened. Um, so to start a new chapter with turmoil is, it's rough. It's rough because it's a day where I should be, wanting to celebrate and be excited. And while I had an amazing time for my birthday, because um, my family and my friends were still very much supportive of me and wanting to be there for me and, still celebrate me, even though I was going through all of that. Some people knew at the moment, some didn't. But we still kept going. We're still living life every day. Like I said, I still go to work every day. I have no choice. I still have to show up. I still have to be there. And while, like I said, it is hard, there are days where I just don't want to, but I have to. And let me say this, if this was the situation a few years ago, I probably would be a blubbering mess. I can attribute some of my strength to the fact that I did get back in therapy, and a lot of those tools that were given to me, I'm actually utilizing. Uh, and I will say, I'm not going through this alone. I have an amazing, amazing support system between my honey, who's also going through the situation as well, and still shows up for us while he's, trying to navigate getting through all of this as well. My family, my friends, oh my gosh, when I tell you the way that they have shown up for me, between, as you see, I'm in a different space. I'm not in my own space anymore. Um, Being there for me, making calls to, different people to see what recourse we have. It has been such an eye-opening experience. And one of the biggest things that I can say I am seeing going through this is, our government sucks. Like, our government truly sucks. I've been telling people for years that not everybody that is homeless because of, their own doing, or, mental health, is like, to people like to say, everybody is, has a different unique story. But to actually go through it, and you're trying to contact resources, and they're like, oh, we can't help you, you make too much money, or oh, we can't help you because, of X, Y, and Z. Like I said, this was an illegal eviction. We had no notice of this at all. We didn't know that we were being evicted until we were locked out. So we also weren't listed on the eviction. They listed us as John, as Doe's 1 through 10. So they acted like they didn't know who we were. We were John and Jane Doe. So to go to the courts, and you're trying to, fight and figure out how you can help yourself, but you can't help yourself, has been an interesting experience. And I wouldn't wish this on anybody at all, because you have no clue which way to go, to be completely honest. Um, but this has definitely been mentally, physically exhausting because, like I said, there are days where I don't, like, I'm not sleeping the way that I should because my brain is constantly thinking, I'm thinking about, oh my gosh, okay, what are we doing next? What are we doing with this? And finding a place, can I tell you the amount of scammers there are out there right now? Like, I had a guy today. It's like, oh, you have to send me your driver's license. Like, what? Why would I send you a picture of my driver's license for me to see a place that you want to rent to me? That absolutely makes no sense. However, this is what people are saying. There are tons of people who are trying to scam. I don't have the energy for that. Paying, application fees, and you don't even know if you're going to get the place. So it's just like, okay, this also sucks. Um, it is wild. And all you can think to yourself is, so what do I do? How do I help myself in this? And I just I have days where I do want to just say I don't feel like doing this, and I can't. I have to just keep going. And I do. And even my job has been so supportive. Like, my son is on spring break this week, and I've had him with me not every day. I take that back. I have not had him with me every day, but the last 2 days I had him with me, and then he'll go with me on Friday. Not working tomorrow because he still deserves to have some spring break, but it's just been the wildest situation ever. And trying to navigate has not been easy. Staying in hotels, like, people are just like, oh my gosh, this, and that. This has been so expensive. Airbnbs, completely overpriced. You're just like, I just need a breath. I just need a breath. People have been, asking me, questions, and I haven't really been able to open up the way that I wanted to, or, try and talk about it too much because I get angry talking about it a little bit. And I'm just getting to the point where it's just like, okay, this is the reality of life right now. This is, the that I'm in. And if I can help somebody else that's going through, I'm not saying that we're all in a similar situation, but if there's somebody else that has been in a situation where they've been, wrongfully evicted, then, you know, I would love to be able to help. Like, I know we'll come out on the other side stronger. I know we're going to come out on the other side and things will be better. But when you're in that moment and your headspace is not right, it is hard to see, the bright side of it. So I just, every day I'm trying to tell myself, we got this. It's okay. We're all still alive. We are all still very much so blessed. It's the only thing that I can say. But I will say my support system has been absolutely amazing to me. Between the phone calls, people that have had connections at hotels, who have been like, oh, I got you. Don't worry about this. I took care of, this hotel for you. Oh, let me send you, we've got food, just because we have not been able to cook in certain places because what are you going to do in a hotel? You have to eat out. And it's been wild. Things that you take for granted, cooking, the amount of time that, you take getting ready in the morning. Now you have to, look at the time and you're just like, oh my gosh. Or, my schedule has changed because I'm closer to my son's school. It's like getting up in the morning, dropping him off at school. Now I can't get to work at my normal 6 a.m. time. It's just been a transition. And I'm actually really proud of myself because I haven't complained much. I haven't I haven't really been angry, lashing out, the normal that you would think somebody would be doing in this situation. It just has not happened. And I feel like it's helped me grow a little bit mentally. And maybe this is one of the blessings that's coming from this as well. But I just I'm yeah. Sometimes I don't have the words for it, but still here, still standing, and have no intentions on getting up. We have an amazing lawyer who is going to help us get through this, and definitely, if anyone knows of anybody that is renting, um, just let me know. Just shoot me a text. Hey, heard about this, X, Y, and Z. So that way, we have another avenue. Um, because, like I said, people are like, "Oh, call 211." Don't you think I did that? Do you not think that I was smart enough to make that one of my first calls? But they don't really have much that they can help you with, and a lot of the places they want you to go to. When I tell you, I see why so many people do give up. It's hard. You're like, okay, so it's a free resource. However, if you work, it's not beneficial for you because you have to be there by a certain time. Well, if you're at work, you can't get there by that time. And then even if you do get there within the time that they want you to get there may not be room for you. So you're still just like, well, what do I do? You're just like, I see why people give up. They sleep in their cars. They don't care anymore because, and then the rent in LA is astronomical. Like, I saw a place that was, I think it's at 1865 for a studio apartment. $1,865. Why would I pay that? Why would I pay that? That is just like, no. 2,700 for a one bedroom, one bath. And it doesn't come with parking. Excuse me? Gotta park on the street and you're only giving me one bedroom, one bath for $2,700. Like, you just start to feel defeated. And I constantly have to tell myself, you cannot give up. This is not the time to get sad. It's not the time to get, overwhelmed. You just got to keep going. And yeah, I'm walking resilience. I can say that. I never thought that I would be tested in this way. I was um I was telling my honey and a friend, I said, the beginning of the year, I asked God to teach me to be more patient because I feel like that was one of the biggest things I really needed to work on in my life was being patient with, a lot of things. And I did not expect to have to learn patience this way. This has definitely showed me a lot about being patient. Like, even when I'm in those moments and my son he's being a kid, and I have to talk to myself and tell myself, remind myself that he's just doing what a kid is supposed to do. It's not his fault. He didn't put us in this situation, and just keep going. And it there are moments where it is really hard because it's just like, okay, now he's tap dancing on my nerves, and I don't want to react in a lash out kind of way because he's just being a kid. So I'm definitely learning what I asked for. So you really do, when you ask for something, be very specific about what you want because you are going to get it. And it's not going to always come how you want it. And I'm seeing this as I'm living life. But I'm learning a lot about not just myself, but about our legal system, about our government and how they treat people. Like, it's completely insane how horrible we treat people, well, I should say our government treats people, because I really want to see now. And I'm sure I'm not going to get an accurate number, but let's just see. Where am I going? Now I can't open the browser. So it says in 2024, there was an estimated 75,312 people who experienced homelessness in LA County, with 45,252 of them in the city of LA. That is absolutely insane. It says in January, 75,312 people were homeless on any given night across the county. Public frustration has grown, is tensive. I mean, you can't be mad at these people. Where do they expect them to go? Rents are extremely high. People are scamming people, Thank God they passed that law where they can only charge you either security in first month, or, first and last, or, things like that. So they can't do that whole 3 times, the rent thing anymore. However, trying to do 2 months of it, if the rent is like $3,000, is still a lot of money. And then when you pay a deposit, there's still no guarantee that you're going to get that back, because of course, they're going to find ways to try and cheat you out of that and not pay you your money. So where is this money going? How also, we already know that a lot of the affordable housing isn't all taken up. So where's the funding for that? So it's just so many different things that have your brain just like, I need a drink. And surprisingly, I have not drank much during this time. So I'm proud of myself for that as well, because I'm literally walking through this and feeling every bit of it. So I just heard a noise and I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's insane. Um, wow, that's hilarious. I'm sure that is probably where the money at, but I ain't had not none of them parties, and I can use some of that money at this point. That's so funny. But this has definitely been a learning experience, and I am still surviving. And, you know, I'm making it. I'm making it. So thank you, everybody who has reached out and checked on us, or, helped out with anything that we've needed, that has known us personally. And to people, who have been, messaging me on Instagram, asking about me going live again, or when I'm coming out to, different events. My goal is to, get back to it, because there's something good on the other side of this. I'm gonna enjoy my wine, and I don't have to work tomorrow, so I can drink as much as I want. So that's a good thing. But I'm definitely taking this all in stride. I do plan to get back into it a lot more, because I mean, at the end of the day, it happened. Thank you, Mr. Edwin. Yeah, I am. I am. I'm surviving. I am. I'm definitely surviving, and I'm making it, and I'm still smiling. And that's the best part of this, because, whew, I wasn't smiling when this first happened. I just was like, oh my gosh, I was a little bit angry and was ready to fight people, but there's a little joke that I'm not a fighter, so I probably shouldn't fight, and I'm just gonna leave that at that because I kind of laughed at that real hard. But yeah, I'm making it. I'm making it. I am walking resilience, and I've got a nice glass of champagne rosé, and it's actually really good. And the price point for this bottle was pretty good too. So I believe I paid $25 for the bottle of champagne. Really good. And yes, it's real champagne because it's from France. um, so we probably need to buy some more bottles of it before these tariffs hit, the wine industry more than it already has. And yeah. So yes, it's definitely been a hell of a year, a hell of a first quarter, and now that we're in the second quarter, but yeah. So again, I thank you guys for still supporting me through this break that I've been on. I do promise to get back to it a little more. Thank you to my support system. I really do appreciate you guys. I'm not going to call y'all out by name. Y'all know who you are. Yeah, here comes a part of my support system right here.
Hi, Drew.
My beautiful cousin. You've seen her on with her. Well, he was her fiance at the time. He's now her husband. And yeah, she's been great.
We're supporting. Getting through it.
We're getting through it. Yeah.
Glad you got your people and your wine.
My wine.
And your beautiful purple cup.
And my yes, let's give it up for the purple cup. So yeah. But thank you guys again. I will definitely be back next week. Do I know what I'll be talking about? No, I don't. We're gonna get through this together. But thank you. I appreciate you all. I will be back next week and really working on more content because that'll probably be the one thing that keeps me sane. So have a great evening. And there's my kid.
Thank you. I'm a part of this family, so you like me. And I might be doing this every video.
No. He had to have his moment, I guess. So thank you guys again. See you next week.